We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now, please welcome your
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Dodgers.
And today on the hill, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, how about a scouting report?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And we are underway. The 0-1. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Stays alive. So 2 strikes on Tatis. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, this is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Just missed. That one lifted to left. Hernandez on the move. Takes it in for the out.
Batting third, the third baseman, number
Manny Machado up to the plate.
Machado.
Ball one.
And Manny gets a piece. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. Throw on to Freeman. That's the 3rd out. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Michael King. How about a scouting report on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Ball.
And a 2-1 on the way. That clips a corner. Hit in the air, right field. Tatis under it. Takes it in for the out. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Here's Betts. Betts, a former MVP, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. That misses off the outside edge.
Strike one.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2 on the ground. Gloves it on the dive from his knees. The throw, and Betts is gone.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Two down, bases empty. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Playing in the World Series north of the border was certainly special for Freddie Freeman. His dad, Fred, hails from Windsor, Ontario. His mom, Rosemary, from Toronto.
All right, Los Angeles.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. So digging in now for San Diego, Ramon Laureano. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Ball one there. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
On the ground to short. Bats up with it. Now a jump throw. But he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. And there's a strike.
Starts him with a breaking ball, but that's a pitch he's really comfortable hitting. You can't rely on breaking stuff to be automatic out pitches against him.
Laureano on at first. Nobody out.
Ball.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He'll circle the bases. The Padres score first. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here comes X to the plate. And that's in there at the knees.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
0-1. Out towards right center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Bogart's into second.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Pickoff throw. Bogarts dives back. That one almost got him. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the second.
Ball. Strike one.
Man at second. Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
Here's Miguel Andujar. Fastball for a strike. That one out to right. Tucker on his way over and makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He'll score the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
1 out, man at first. Freddie Fermin getting ready to hit.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
The 0-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Everything came together for him. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Cronenworth on second. Fermin at first. 1 gone. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. Lead runner moves up to third, but no movement from the runner at first.
Ball,
Tough spot
inside.
right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 on, 2 outs. Fastball is outside. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. And a 3-2. Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers nothing. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Bottom of the second. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Ball.
And
That's a
another
ball.
ball. Right through there for a strike. Check swing, and he went. And the count's full. Hard on the ground to first. Sheets takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 5th, the catcher, Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. The 0-2. On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Batting 6th, the
One
first
down.
baseman, number
Now it's
50,
Max Muncy.
Max
That funky Muncy.
Muncy.
And
Nope,
that
that's off the
misses. And that is ball 1.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Man at first, one away. And 1-2. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Comes the 2-2. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Foul ball. Smith off of first with 2 away. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Holy Toledo! The 2-run shot, and they cut into the lead.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Andy Pajas digs in now.
That's the ball.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper. Got him. That is the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. New inning getting started. Stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
Sliced hard but foul. 0-1 down. And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
The left fielder, number 5.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Laureano comes up to hit.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
Nope. Ball 1.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And a ball evens the count. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Sheets in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or way.
In the air, left field, grabs it on the run. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they're up 3-2. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Ha-Sung Kim. King back to work.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one's a little bit low, and it's a ball and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. To the right side, Cronenworth in plenty of time to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter,
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Nice grab. And they get the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two down, nobody on. Outside low, and the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail it 3-2. On to the fourth. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Ball 1 to Bogaerts.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Cronenworth batting with 1 down takes a strike. The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one way inside.
No, that's a ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. In the air to left center. And that is that. So they go quietly there. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers 2. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Bottom 4, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. You know, those Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Stays alive.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's to third, into the outfield, base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Late swing, foul to the left. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But
and that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around.
well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball, right field. Tatis has a beat on it. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman, number 13, Matt.
Here comes Max Muncy. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers 2. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Freddie Fermin.
Ball. Ball 2.
Just
No,
missed.
that's a ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And there's the automatic. That one
That's
misses.
4. Take your
So
base.
a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Padres, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. The Dodgers have some action in their pen. Will Klein, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Henriquez also throwing. Swings through that.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
On the ground, right side. Quickly to second for one. A sensational double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Base is empty after the double play. Jackson Merrill, the next to hit. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Way high.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
What a stop to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Padres go down quietly, but they still lead at 3-2. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Strike. Woo.
That one finds the zone. No balls, two strikes.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
For the Dodgers, the center fielder, number 44, Andy.
Digging in, Andy Pajas. His first at bat was a strikeout. Fouled off left side. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Not close with that one, and that's ball one. Swings through him for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Second baseman, Hesung Kim.
And now Hesung Kim grounded out his first time. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Merrill coming on, makes a nice grab and a full sprint, and that is the third out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 3-2. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Will Klein.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game, so digging in now for San Diego, Manny Machado. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. The 1-0.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That one misses. And now 3-0. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Jack Dreyer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. This one in the air, center field. Pajes settles underneath it. One away.
Up next for the Padres, the left fielder, number 5.
Here's Ramon Laureano. 1 for 2. Going 1.
That's out the corner.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. 2 away.
Up next for the Padres, the first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
At the plate, Gavin Sheets. He crushed one out of here earlier, an absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just lost that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
Oh! 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2 down, nobody on. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2.
There we
Check
go.
swing, now an appeal to third. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jeremiah Estrada, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Morejon, the power lefty, up as well. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Here's Mookie Betts now. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers. The first
And here's a
baseman,
look
number
at how
5,
he's using his
Freddie
pitches in this one.
Freeman.
Here is Freddie Freeman.
Ball 1.
And there's a foul ball. The Dodgers trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground right side. And that chance handled. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers 2. Top of inning number 7. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Let's go, Will.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Just missed.
That's a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Just off the outside edge.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
This to third. Muncy sends it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
The batter number 9. Second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. First offering way inside, almost got him.
Strike 1.
And a 1-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. One and 2 now. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count's full. Strikes strikes him out with 100.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Will Klein is done, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher for the Dodgers,
Number
Jack Dreyer.
86.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Next is the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Strike one.
Two down, nobody on.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers 2.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jeremiah Estrada.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
leading off for the
Well,
Dodgers,
one-run
the
game.
right-hander,
Here's Kyle Tucker.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Just
low.
missed.
Nope.
Right now,
That's
behind in the
inside.
count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The 2-2 on the way. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away. That missed by a lot. Full count now. And a payoff pitch. Hard ground ball, base now. And the tying run is on base.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
now will be Will Smith. That catches the outside corner. It's 0-1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And the 0-1. There's the strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one missed. Inside, almost got him. Now all even up.
This count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Max Muncy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's ball 4. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman, number 13.
Here's Muncy to hit.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. The Padres trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And a count 1-2. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Swing and a pop-up. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Up next for the Dodgers, the left fielder, Teoscar.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at-bat. He's already homered in this game. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Swing, and he popped it up. Over near the wall. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Dodgers, the center fielder, number 44, Andy Pajes.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jeremiah Estrada gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
New pitcher on here, Adrian Morejon. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And next for LA, Andy Pajes. Just missed.
That's the way.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. Dodgers strand a couple, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. We go to the 8th. So digging in now for San Diego, Freddie Fermin. And the 1-0.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Here's a 2-0.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. And that is downstairs. And it's 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. This one in the air, center field. Padres takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next to the Padres, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3 in this one.
Nope. Ball 1.
And another ball. Swings through that one. That's a little bit low. Draws the walk there.
Up next to the Padres, the center fielder, number 3, Jackson.
So digging in, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ball 1 there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch. Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Step off, throw to first.
He's in there.
Tatis dives back in. Misses again, 5 in a row. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Thank you, mate.
Up next to the Padres, the third baseman, number 13,
Manny Machado to the dish for a pivotal at bat.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball left side, could be 2. 1 second. Ow! The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Coming up on the first pitch, Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swings through that high fastball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, they're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Jackson Merrill, the next to hit, takes ball one. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez takes it in for the out. 2 away now.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13.
Here's Machado.
Machado.
Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. That one in there across the letters.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Outside low, ball one. Good job to fight that one off. 2 down, nobody on. And a curve misses outside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Goes down looking. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the mound for San Diego in this one, Michael King. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now it's tough to...
There's a swing and a drive. Holy Toledo! He nails one out to right. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Now it's Mookie Betts.
Ball.
The big bat's coming up, and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That's off the mark. Ball 2. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
Mookie gets a lot of power into his swing, and this is just the latest example of it. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. In there, and it's 0-1. Next pitch is outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Swings through that. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one missing inside. And that's low for ball 4.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Kyle.
So man aboard, Kyle Tucker will hit next.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Two and 0 the count. Here comes. Chopper right side. On to Bogarts. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Base is empty after the double play, and up to the plate is Will Smith. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And it's fouled away. Stays alive. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Top of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Sheets hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. The 1-0. And a foul ball. Right through there for a strike. Next one misses, and that's ball 2. Got him swinging. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Here's Bogarts now. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
The 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
0-2 now. That one missed.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2-2 now. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, did not go. Payoff pitch. Up the middle, Kim. Whips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Padres nothing. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Outside low, ball 1. There's a strike. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they add on. It's 3-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And the 1-0. Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That
Nope.
one close,
Ball three.
ruled a ball. Ball 3. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
Batting in, the center fielder, number 44.
We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand, no problem.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes. And first offering is fouled off. One on, nobody out, a run in, bottom half of inning number 2. And that's downstairs and outside. That one fouled off. Man at second. This one in the dirt. The throw to third, in there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Did he go?
Swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up.
The second baseman, Hesung Kim.
So up next, Hesung Kim. And that is out of play. Runner on at third, one gone. Fouled off left side. Oh, 0-2 now. That one way inside. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Another 1-2. That one just misses. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Hernandez on third with 2 out. Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One, two now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Not in time. He's safe.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop.
So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Grabs it right up against the wall. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0. On to the 3rd inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth.
Huh.
In there at the knees. 0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's too low. 1-2 to count. Hit on the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Miguel Andujar. Fouled off down the right side.
Ball.
There's a strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That one is upstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
One out man at first. Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres. That misses, and that's ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. And he's got no chance. He's out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Struck out swinging his first time.
Hey!
Fermin leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball 1.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez moving under this one, and that'll do it. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. As we go to the last of the third, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And you know, bloops and lasers, they both count the same. So we know there's 0 complaints about double digits in the hit column, no matter how it happens.
Tucker batting with 1 down takes a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a couple of quick outs.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Smith
Ball.
stands
Whoa.
in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that one wrapped foul. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left. Bogarts slings to first, and they get the out on Smith. Third out, and that ends the frame. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Start of the 4th, so digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
A little bit
Nope,
low.
that's low.
Going to count 1 and 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's Manny Machado. Struck out looking his first time.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Hey!
Not many hitters go up there looking for an 0-0 breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Strike him out.
0-2 now. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. The 0-2. On the ground to third. Muncy tossed to second and 2. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Laureano.
Base is empty after the double play. Laureano comes up to hit. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on.
No, that's a ball.
The other way, and he beats the shift. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Padres, the first baseman,
Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Base knock center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
number 2, shortstop.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Grounded out his first time up. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Bogart swings through that one. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 1-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. And Laureano in scoring position. Hit on the ground to the right side. He'll do it himself. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Padres leave a pair. Still down 3-0. Bottom of the 4th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Nope, that's off the plate.
In the air to left center. And there's one away.
Up next,
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez doubled in his first AB.
Ball, low.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
The center fielder, number 44, Andy.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Struck out swinging his first time.
Strike. Woo. No, that's
Just
high.
missed. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And that skips in the dirt. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead at 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth.
You know, these Padres need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Here's a 1-1. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Ball 3.
Payoff pitch. That one
Ball
misses. So a leadoff walk.
It's frustrating for these guys because they know they're not missing by much, but it's going to take an adjustment to see some changes.
So now the DH spot, Miguel Andujar went down on strikes his first time through. Andujar in his 7th season, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Foul ball there. And the 0-2. He goes
3.
down looking.
Up next for the Padres, the catcher.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Next for the Padres, Freddie Fermin. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed. Cronenworth leads off first with 1 away. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in.
Up next for the Padres, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Fernando Tatis Jr. now at the plate.
That's a ball. Huh.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Strike three. It's a strikeout for Yamamoto. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now to
Padres,
start the bottom of the
number
5th and
72,
taking over on the mound, Bradley Rodriguez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
the second baseman,
Ha-Seong Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Struck out swinging his first time. In the air to left center, and that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ohtani in the box again, takes a strike. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One now.
Ball 2.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ron Marinaccio getting ready to go. Morgan getting loose as well. Here goes the runner. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. In the air, out towards left center. Laureano gets under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie.
So now with one away and a man at second. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. He's already homered here in this one.
Strike 1.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. And the throw out at third.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead at 3-0. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Jackson Merrill digs in now.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
Just missed. The Dodgers have some action in their pen. Tanner Scott, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Garcia getting cranked up as well. The 1-0. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next to the Padres, the third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Now Machado up here. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Freeman takes it in for the out.
Up next
2
to the
down.
Padres, the left fielder, number 1, Ramon Laureano.
Here's Ramon Laureano, 1 for 2.
Did he
Check
go?
swing. Now we'll look down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. 2 down, nobody on.
Oh!
Swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Just
No,
misses the
that's a
mark
ball.
outside the zone. Swing and a high fly ball down the right.